like within a year's time.
Okay.
I had met the kids. We would hang out. My kids would hang out with her kids, and we were having a good time. Her ex-husband did a background check on me. And of course, we've talked about my background and my criminal record. And so
Wait, she didn't know?
She ultimately found out when the kids said something. But this is what happened. He did a background check, found my record, and told his kids about it.
How old were the kids at that time?
She had kids ranging from 16 or 15, 14, 10, and I think 8.
Wow. Okay.
And the strange thing is that I thought it was I wasn't that angry at him. I didn't appreciate that he did that because he doesn't know me. I never met the guy. I didn't appreciate that part.
Did that carry over into y'all's relationship at all?
With the woman?
Yeah. You and his relationship, did that carry over into you and her relationship at all?
I don't.
Not at all. No arguments.
No,
nothing.
Actually, I think she was more upset about it than I was.
Okay.
Because, like I said, I didn't appreciate it because here was my past coming up again to judge the person I am now. That person, you look at that record and you can make all sorts of judgments about me. But if you meet me, you wouldn't think that I was that person. You would know that I wasn't that person.
Mm. Which side do you like? Which side do you find easiest to accept? Someone being a step-parent to your children, or the idea of you being a step-parent to someone else's children?
I think they're both simultaneously going almost at the same speed. I've come more comfortable with...
I think it's a cheat code, having a good, functional family with a parent and a step-parent. I think the kid is at a huge advantage if that ever occurs.
Well, my kids can get... They can learn a lot from Jason that I can't teach them.
Jason being their step-parent.
Yeah, Jason being their step-parent. He's a musician. He knows about instruments. He's, they learn stuff from him like that all the time. He knows things that I don't know. I can't think of anything off my head right now, but my little girl, Siani, will come and tell me all kinds of things that she learned from him. I'm like, oh, interesting. Mm-hmm. And then there's things that...
Would you go on vacation with Jason?
Would I?
Yeah.
Yeah,
like the kid, the family.
Like if they wanted to do a whole big thing.
Would you go on vacation to another country?
At this stage, yes, I could do that.
Okay.
3 years ago, no.
Would you double date with her and Jason?
No, I wouldn't do that. Okay. No, I wouldn't do that.
Would you go bungee jumping with her and Jason? Like double date?
Yeah, I guess we could maybe. That would be like double date. I think that'd be like a double date.
Okay.
But if we were doing like a whole, if there was someone special somewhere special that the kids wanted to go, and we could plan it as a whole group, then I could certainly do something like that.
So you'll hang out with them as long as the kids is involved.
Yes.
If the kids is involved, is it safe to say you would not hang out with them if the kids are not involved?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Okay. What if they invited you to church? Would you go?
No.
No. Okay.
No. But yeah, if the kids are involved down there, like I said, tomorrow the party we're going to is going to be Anna, her friends, Jason, his family. Like, it's going to be mostly her side at the party, and then my daughter's friends. Nice. I'm going to be there. My dad and his girlfriend's going to be there, and my aunt's going to be there. But mostly, it's Anna put this all together. I'm really going to their party.
Okay.
You know, I'm making a cameo at their party. Yeah.
Did you put your outfit together yet?
What? No, not yet.
Okay.
And then after that, it'll be my turn where I'm taking her and her friends bowling.
Are you a last minute dresser? Like, do you prepare your stuff the night before, or do you do it
I'm sometimes a last minute.
Okay. Is sometimes or most of the time?
Most of the time.
Okay,
most of the times I'm a last minute.
Okay, you're not a day before type of person, the night before. Okay.
There are occasions where I may do that, but mostly it's like day of. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wear this.
Okay, cool.
So,
So let me ask you a question about this step parenting thing. If there was a final decision that needed to be made, a very important final decision for your kids, is it on the basis of 50-50 now, or is it like 80-20, 70-30? How is that, the decision making, the final decision making?
It's 50-50.
Guaranteed, 50-50.
Actually, it's probably like 60-40.
In whose favor?
Anna. She's
okay. All right,
she's still got a little bit of an upper hand. But yeah, because she handles.
You trust that upper hand, though.
What's that?
You trust that upper hand, though.
Yeah, I trust that she has the interest, the best interest of the kids in mind. Yeah.
That's good.
So yeah, it's probably about 60 or 40. She does still handle a lot of different things concerning the girls. Like my oldest just got braces. She took care of that whole thing. You know, I wasn't involved in that at all. You know, I was just, you know, getting the information on how much money I had to pay. That's
in less than a minute. Can you tell me in less than a minute, I would love to know your definition of what a step parent is. Do you think you could do that?
I think based off of some of what you said, that you've said in the past, and what I've heard from other people. And a step parent is a parent that, and it contains the word step, that steps up and fills the void when the real parent isn't there. When the real parent isn't there, there is a void. And the step parent steps in and fills that, whether it be helping with homework, giving the kids a ride somewhere. If they need a ride, take them to school, as in Jason's case. They're stepping in and fulfilling the role when the parent isn't there. And I've become more accepting of that role when initially I resisted it with everything that I had. But that was fear-based. And a lot of my decisions in my life have been, or a lot of the ways I've viewed things and made decisions based on those things have been fear-driven.
See, but no, I think we're doing a bad job telling this story. I'm thinking, this sounds like a fairy tale. If I'm just tuning into this right now, it just sounds like another fairy tale. Like, couldn't you tell us about the parts where it wasn't a fairy tale? Because I know you had to make it through, both of y'all had to make it through some things.
Yeah.
But what were some of the challenges that you guys faced? Because, again, step parenting, this is a very sensitive topic. It's very sensitive. It's like politics and it's like religion. It's one of those things people just don't like to talk about.
Yeah.
But if we talk about it, we have to make it worth them listening. And we know that most of them are having challenges in that step parenting, or the term you used before, co-parenting area.
Mm-hmm.
What were some of your challenges that you guys faced where you can now kind of say what could sound like a fairy tale?
Well, like I said, early on, I resisted the idea of them having a step parent. I just didn't believe in that notion at all. One of the challenges I faced was when my girls, and this was still very early on, my girls told me that Anna wanted to get a Father's Day card for Jason. Not only was it felt like a punch in the gut, I almost felt betrayed by Anna. I felt like there was a sense of betrayal. Like, how could she? Number one, I'm their father. How could she want them to get a Father's Day card for this guy? And initially, I didn't say anything because I tried to bite my tongue because we were going back and forth a lot and we were arguing about a lot of different things. But eventually, I couldn't hold my tongue anymore, and we got into this big argument about it.
What argument?
That I told her I didn't think it was right that she wanted, like, I felt like she was forcing the girls to accept him as a father or as a stepfather, and they needed to be able to do that in their own time. And furthermore, she didn't have a right to ask them to get him a Father's Day card because he wasn't their father.
That's what you were thinking at the time.
Yes.
You don't mind if they're now 10 and 15 if they give them a Father's Day card, correct?
It might still be a little touchy.
Wait, what? Yeah, I thought this was frozen. I thought the recording.
It has nothing to do with
come on, no.
Like initial feelings, right?
Wait a minute. Wait. You have to answer that question.
I think initially, I'm being honest. I think initially, I'd feel a little.
No, right now. Whenever Father's Day is, who knows? Nobody ever knows when.
I think it's in June.
Comes up.
June or something.
All right, so it's in June. Like, can they get him a Father's Day card this Father's Day? Yes or no? The box is small, John.
Yes. They can do it. Okay. They can do it.
But they never have.
Not to my knowledge.
Okay. So you would go Father's Day shopping with them to get a card this year if they wanted to?
No, that would have to be Anna. I would get a card, maybe like an appreciation card.
But would you go with that? They said, Dad, could you help us out? Look for a card for Jason.
That's
a real thing. That really happened.
It is a real thing. It's definitely a real thing. And I've come a long way. It's like this.
Yes or no? Would you? If they asked you, Dad, could you?
If they asked me and that's what they wanted to do, then yes, I would do that.
Okay.
Despite, even if I felt a little.
Would you get him a nice card, something you would want, or would you get him like?
No, I'd let them pick it. I wouldn't be picking the card. I'd let them pick it. Okay. But I might have to censor it if it was I'd have to read it and see what was going on. And I'd have to compare it to the card they were getting me.
No Hallmark cards. We're gonna go
no. Like those dollar store cards.
Oh man. Okay.
So look, how about let me if you don't mind, let me ask you.
Yeah. Because
you've said now you're in the role of a step parent.
Yeah, I'm the greatest step parent ever created.
Oh, yeah?
I'm the cement layer. See, everybody comes in with the bricks, right? But I come in with the cement and that glue that shit.
The mortar.
Step parent. Yeah, mortar. There you go.
Mortar, yes.
Yeah, the mortar, the better this podcast is going to be. But I'm the mortar. I come in and cement that shit. So what is your question about step parenting? I'm the greatest of all time.
I was going to ask about your role because I remember you mentioning that the real parent wanted to dictate your role from afar.
Not really dictated. That sounds a little Hitlerish.
Okay.
But it was more so